we've got jury deliberations that are going to be commencing tomorrow, but we got a little bit of an idea as to what's going to happen once the verdict gets announced. It doesn't look like either party proper is going to be there, okay? Johnny we'll get to in a moment, and he's got some new trials and tribulations going on as well as get this one, another lawsuit that's coming against him while he's on tour in Europe. Just a fucking pattern, because Amber Heard won't leave him alone, or her lackeys, at least in this situation. But it doesn't really look like she's going to be there either, because she's going to be spending her time at her lavish little $1 million desert hideaway in California. I wonder where she got the funds for that, okay? Amber Heard will escape to the desert as her harrowing 6-week trial with her ex Johnny Depp wraps up. The actress. Is she an actress after this, or is she just going to be an activist after this? Because I don't think anybody's really going to be wanting to work with her, because even if you take everything at face value, right, she has so many fucking precautions that's going to be needed on set, okay? Like, you're only supposed to be able to approach her in certain areas so you don't trigger her very real and very legitimate PTSD. There needs to be certain precautions when it comes to certain fight scenes that she's going to have, and all of the other blockbusters that people are just waiting to, cast her in once all of these court proceedings get finished with, I'm sure. You wouldn't want to trigger any of those very real symptoms that she has. But it's funny, right? I seen something here that just immediately sticks out, okay? Not that you're going to find that anywhere, on the residence here, because I think she's back to being a lesbian again, because remember, you're born that way. Whatever. The actress, 36, and that probably still bugs her, is set to move in with daughter, the Oolong, terrible name. At least the middle name is Paige, okay? She can go around as Paige, but fuck's sakes, man, that kid, single mother in California, raised by a psychopath. Fuck. Sorry about that. To a $1 million 3-bedroom family property in California hippie town, Joshua Tree. That's what sticks out. You know where Joshua Tree is? Not like it really is that much of a concern to anybody out there. But it's in the same vicinity as Hicksville, the Hicksville Trailer Palace. That was out there. You know that place where she apparently underwent horrific abuse by by Johnny Depp, right? In a trailer where a cavity search was performed and horrific acts also were committed against the trailer. Even though the people working at the place there didn't notice anything except for a couple of broken sconces, which, let's be honest, between friends here, a little communication. I think that was probably Amber who's the one who was probably roughing the place up. But hey, regardless, it was $62 well spent in order to get some fucking sconces put back up there. But if she's so concerned about PTSD triggers, why did she buy a place not that far from the location where something so tragic happened? Makes me wonder. On Friday, there were closing arguments in the bitter defamation trial between the stars. Yeah. And like I said, I wanted today to do a video of like the best of, or at least the most memorable testimony from Depp and Heard, but I've been running back Depp's testimony and now the cross-examination, and I forgot how long he was on the stand for. I remember a lot of Amber Heard stuff, and it was hilarious, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe we'll go ahead and push that off, because this story broke, and we're going to take a look at some of the pictures that are shown from her new retreat that's out there. Okay, not that I'm advocating for anybody to go and visit it, nor do I really care that much, because after this case is over, nobody's going to care about Amber Heard, okay? She's going to be stumping for her causes, because I already know she already has a statement out there for when she loses this case. The system is rigged, everybody's against me, yada yada yada, whatever. Fucking Colin Kaepernick defense. Amber Kaepernick. Love it. You love to see it. Depp, 58, is suing his ex-wife for, this is all in pounds sterling, 38 million. It's 50 million. She's countersuing for 100 because of reasons, but I only want $350,000. Okay, great. We don't really expect to get $100 million. Then why did you sue for that much? It's because you're vindictive and stupid. The jury in Virginia is expected to deliver a verdict next week. Or tomorrow. This is what kind of logical people are thinking. A source said, Amber loves spending time in the desert. Yes, it reminds her like her crotch. It is one place she can get away from everything. Yes, and yell at her 1-year-old kid and nobody can hear her. Oh, and see, she's got a little kiln in the backyard where, you know what, hey, if she takes some of the advice of the people apparently harassing her online, sure, put her baby in the fire pit, okay? Because I don't know if she has a microwave, even though the place looks very luxurious, and I'm sure it has all the amenities that are there. Probably even a little servant for her to kick whenever she gets too upset about anything. A source said she really connected with the artistic or autistic community. Anyways, there, and she feels... She experiences a true getaway. She feels like merch. Amber's desert retreat in photographs right here. Like, it's very nice, dude. Like, I think the desert's very beautiful as well. It's just, I don't have $1 million to just spend in, you know, especially in California. Let's be fucking honest here. Very nice outdoors. I assume that's probably the backyard. All right. And then indoors as well. You got a shot of the family room, the entertainment area. Let's go with that. And then just off into the kitchen as well. It's very beautiful, very nice. The spacious family home, Joshua Tree, is full of cool hipsters. Ugh, and it's just her scene that makes me want to throw up like a lot. She can get away from it all, and it's a sanctuary. Yes, get away from all of her fucking lies and self-inflicted harm and damage. Wonderful. In recent months, it's given her time to reflect and escape the pressures of the case. I didn't know that much about Joshua Tree. Okay, yeah, like, I obviously know U2, which to me is probably the most overrated band of all time. It's right up there with Red Hot Chili Peppers, in case they didn't piss off enough people. But also hosted small gigs for Rolling Stones. That's pretty cool. Former Beatle Sir Paul McCartney has played live music at Pappy at Harriet's Bar, a bar in Pioneer Town, 10 minutes away from Heard's Getaway. Cool. Oh, there's a picture of one of the bedrooms, and I'm sure that there's probably going to be another fantastical story that is probably concocted in the next few weeks of Johnny Depp sat me on the top of one of the frames of this poster bed that I have in this new house, and there's a wine cellar where he told me that my box, he'd turn it into it if I bought any more Maker's Mark for him. Whatever. Amber needs some recovery time. I'm sure she does. It's not like she's going to have to flex on anybody with illegal suits anymore. She's got some more simps out there to do that for her. But yeah, no, she's probably going to end up being there when the verdict gets rendered. Okay, and Johnny, on the other hand, he's off in Europe. Man, he's off chilling with Jeff Beck, performing concerts in like stadiums and shit. That's pretty fucking awesome. Johnny Depp thrills fans with surprise performance at Jeff Beck concert in England. I don't think it was a surprise. Like, it was already known that he was going to be on tour with Jeff Beck. So maybe it was a surprise that he was on stage with Beck. Like, I thought he was touring around at the same time. Anyways, before meeting them outside the venue, oh man, what a magnanimous man. Good man. After flying in straight from a $100 million libel trial against ex-wife Amber Heard. Yeah, well, you'd want to flee the country from her as well. Johnny Depp left his libel trial against ex-wife Amber Heard and jetted to England, man. He surprised concertgoers by performing with Jeff Beck and Guitar Legends show on Sunday. Yeah, he's supposed to be there for like the better part of a month. Okay, I've seen the concert poster. It's a pretty extensive tour, and it's gonna be, yeah, he's gonna be away for a while. It's not like a criminal trial where he has to be there for the verdict. As long as he has representation there, it's all copacetic. Depp spent Sunday night on stage after apparently flying straight to Sheffield to jam with the Stones. Oh, sorry. To rock with Beck, performing a cover of John Lennon's Isolation. Okay, according to MSN. After the show, the Hollywood star met with fans outside the venue, posing for photos and signing autographs. What a good man. After the show, the Hollywood star met with fans outside the venue, posing for photos and signing autographs. An Instagram user who caught the shot of the Pirates of the Caribbean star wrote, "Wasn't expecting this. I thought he was in court, but turns out he's in Sheffield with Jeff Beck." Looks like somebody else doesn't, check the reports. Okay. Johnny singing Isolation, OMG, said somebody who should stuff their phone in their face. The song, released officially by the pair in 2020, has recently gained notoriety due to the publicity of the trial. Has it? Okay. The duo also performed a cover of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. Cool. Jimi Hendrix, Little Wing. Did he perform Anybody Who Didn't Die, or perform songs from anybody who didn't die, like, way too early in life? Anyways, Mr. Depp, and with the exception of Jimi Hendrix, because, he had at least overdosed and shit. The other two guys were just shot by people close to him. Well, Let me run that back. Marvin Gaye was shot by his dad, and everybody knows John Lennon was shot by John Wilkes Booth. Mr. Depp is in the United Kingdom, as he was a few weeks ago, to adhere to his previously scheduled work obligations. Yeah, no, exactly. He had already booked this gig, so let's just take a look at some of the pictures from him on stage. Nice Telecaster, just like a signature guitar of the likes of Keith Richards. Sorry, I'm just looking up. I got a big autographed Rolling Stones framed gimmick. Very nice cream colored guitar. 12 string, nice. Them posing people outside, that's just, you know, a good press at this point. And I've never seen anything to the contrary where this isn't something that he does after the gigs anyways. Like, this is just Johnny being Johnny out in the wild. And it's, hey, even with all the stress of this stuff, he doesn't have to go, you know what, hey, chill out in the desert. He just goes and returns to normal life, hanging out with his friends who just happen to be like the best and most talented at their given vocation. Meanwhile, the 58-year-old Depp got into an apparent show of support from rock legend Paul McCartney. Hey! Cool. The video Depp filmed for The Beatles in 2012 at the concert in Orlando Saturday. He performed the song My Valentine from the 2012 album's Kisses on the Bottom. Alright. This video features video of the song features Depp and actress Natalie Portman. Cool. 2012 Natalie Portman? Ooh, delicious. Now, the visual, which features Portman lip-syncing the music while Depp strums an acoustic guitar, showed on the big screen at McCartney's Get Back tour at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Yes, the former Orange Bowl. It's unclear if the move was intentional, though McCartney has been playing the song with the visual treatment frequently on his 2022 tour, his first in 3 years. Yeah, I got within, like, a hair of getting tickets because he was performing in Edmonton. Was it even before that or something like that? But long and short of it is, I just missed out on some McCartney tickets, and that's sad, and that bothers me. Kind of like how I just barely missed out because there was a big snafu. Elton John was playing, gosh, this was like, the guts of 10 years ago at this point, in Grand Prairie during his retirement tour, maybe his second retirement tour. I don't know if he's back out on the road. Just missed out there, too. Two people that actually have a connection to Johnny Depp. See, it does link up, and this isn't just a weird tangent off the side. Nope, of course not. Both Depp and Heard's legal teams delivered closing arguments on Friday. Yes, we went through all of that. Depp's all-star attorney, Camille Vasquez, cannot be paid enough credit for her job that she was done. Clearly did the best job, especially on cross for Amber Heard and everything after that. She was probably the best lawyer on both sides. Ben Chew just didn't do enough to get all the credit that he deserves as well, because he's a very good lawyer. He just didn't do a lot of examinations, okay? He was up there as like, ladies and gentlemen, Kate Moss. Thanks for showing up, Miss Moss. And he delivered a very competent, very compelling, very good, very technical closing half of his argument, but he really didn't need to do much at that point. Just kind of tie a nice bow on top of it. But it looks like their services might be needed a little bit longer, because case in point, and I know that this is just on stupid Twitter, but that's how this shit works sometimes. The ACLU can't fucking hold the L, because now they're suing Johnny Depp. Can you fucking believe this? The ACLU has filed to be reimbursed for their time and cost of document prep to the tune of $86,253.26. There are rules that provide for these below. We'll take a look at some of the documents filed. I'll leave a link to this properly because it actually has some of the other documents that are filed as well. It's what a fucking petty bitch organization. Okay, they got a $100,000 donation from Johnny Depp, but because they're going after their poster girl, they just need just a little bit more. Fucking losers. It's hereby stipulated and agreed by and between the undersigned attorneys and the petitioner, John C. Depp, yes, the petitioner, and respondents, the American Civil Liberties Union Foundation, Benjamin Wisner and Anthony Romero, collectively the respondents, yes, that the date on petitioner's motion for production expenses, is adjourned until June 15th, 2022 at 9:30 a.m. in the motion submission part room, whatever, all that fucking jazz. Petitioner's time to respond to the motion is extended to June 1st. The respondent's time to file a further motion is June 15th. Yes, of course. Here's some of the argument. Please take notice that upon the memorandum of law in support of respondent's motion of production expenses, the affirmation of Stephanie Teplin and exhibits attached thereto, and the other pleadings and proceedings in this case, respondent American Civil Liberties Union Foundation, blah, 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 all of those cucks, and through their counsel, Patterson, Belknap, whatever, LLP, move the court to the motion submission to a courtroom in New York. That's all wonderful and fantastic. For the matter of the reimbursement of production expenses totaling $86,253.26, which respondents incurred in complying with 3 non-party subpoenas, duce tectum served to the petitioner, John C. Depp, pursuant CPLR 2214B, by answering affidavits, affirmations, and or notices of the cross motion with supporting papers in response to the motion shall be served and filed in at least 7 days to the return date of this motion. Respondents may serve any reply papers thereto by before May 3rd, 2022. That's nice. Sorry, there's no way to properly size this for the screen that I'm capturing here, so I'll just read it for you guys. You can take my word for it, but then again, I'm linking all this stuff anyway. So, that cited piece of case law is, that's the 3122D, provides that the reasonable production expenses incurred by a non-party's compliance with the subpoena shall be defrayed by the party issuing the subpoena. May a non-party's counsel fees relating to the responding to a subpoena involving the production of electronically stored information be included as reasonable production expenses. The Queens County Surrogates Court recently answered the question in the matter of Kagan. Brian Corgan discusses the decision in our latest post. Yeah, I'm sure just a little extra to that. So, digital filing fees, okay? Because if you remember, the ACLU was put on blast during Johnny Depp's case in chief. I forget exactly when it was. It was the same day that it was discovered that, yes, Amber Heard didn't even remotely come close to fulfilling any of her pledges that were out there. But that's all right. She pledged the money. They'll get back to her. The pledges don't expire or anything like that. Don't worry about collecting it. She really, truly intends to paying everything back. That's nice. All I would say is, if they're being so petty like this, maybe there's a little bit something else to that maybe the ACLU is flipping the bill for these fucking inept lawyers that she put up there for her case. It just makes me think a little bit there. Maybe Uncle Elon's checks aren't clearing because maybe you realize that the ACLU is a fucking dumpster fire. What a bunch of bitches for fucking filing this shit. $86,000. Man. Hope Johnny Depp wins, and maybe some jurors see this and decide to tack on that extra amount right there onto the money that they were going to give him anyways. But with all of that said, we'll see how tomorrow shakes out. It depends on what kind of content we're going to be doing. Whenever that verdict drops, there'll be a little emergency video. So thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. Why don't you follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.